Have you ever gone to the grocery store and noticed how expensive healthy food is? For example, have you ever put a bunch of things in your cart and then right before you check out, you have to take a few things out because you realize that you're a tad bit over budget, and these options tend to be the healthier foods that you have to take out because although they're good for your body, they're not necessarily good for your wallet. I know for a fact that I've been in these situations. This brings me to my topic today: reducing the price of healthy foods in order to have more accessibility to a healthier lifestyle. I believe this is an important topic to all of my peers and all of my audience because we all need to live a healthier life. I'm able to give this presentation today because not only have I done extensive research, but I've also dedicated the last 4 years of my life to eating healthier. Today I will go over the need for change. I will go over the ways to implement this change. And lastly, I will go over the benefits of reducing healthy food prices. Now that I've gone over a brief overview, I would like to jump right on into my first main point, which is the need for change. According to Daniel 2020, low-income groups face the greatest risk of developing diet-related conditions, including diabetes and obesity. And this tends to be because of their inability to access these healthier food options due to the high prices. According to Daniel 2020, high prices kept respondents from buying healthier foods, especially fresh produce, fresh seafood, leaner meats, and nuts. So this brings me to my visual demonstration. I have Hamburger Helper here, which was a staple in my family of 4 growing up. My mom would always make Hamburger Helper, which wasn't necessarily the option that we necessarily preferred for our bodies because it's not a healthy option, but it's the more financially accessible option because Hamburger Helper is 99 cents a box. Whereas my salmon here tends to run from anywhere from $10 a pound upwards of $25 to $30 a pound for fresh salmon. So although the salmon is the better option for your body overall, it is definitely not accessible to your average family of 4. This Hamburger Helper is a lot easier to obtain when you're trying to feed just average sized families. And it is sad because we're feeding our families these empty calories that don't do anything good for our body. If anything, it makes us overweight and as a result, obese. So now that I've gone over the need for change, I would like to go over my plans to implement this change. My plan to implement this change is to increase the price of unhealthy food to compensate for the reduced prices of healthier foods. So if I increase the price of healthy food of unhealthy foods, I will have more people that have access to these foods that are healthy. So applying surcharges, which are sin taxes to healthy foods, is an approach that will discourage people from purchasing these types of foods, according to Shaw 2014. So if I apply sin taxes, which are just additional charges to unhealthy foods, it will discourage people from wanting to buy these foods, and in return, they will buy the healthier options, which are better for their bodies overall. I will also focus on not only reducing these prices, but also educating individuals. So educating individuals on labeling. So nutrient profiling can be used to categorize major contents such as sugar, fat, and salt. And this is important because we'll be able to categorize foods as healthy or unhealthy. So knowing labels such as if a label doesn't have sugar, it doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't have sugar, but it may be encoded into something such as like glucose or fructose. So being able to read these labels will help us actually profile foods into an unhealthy category and into a healthy category. So now that I've gone over my plan of action to actually implement some of these changes, I would like to go over the benefits. So the overall benefit is the health benefits that it will that reducing these prices of healthy foods will have an effect on our nation. So in the United States, 34.2 million people across the United States has diabetes, according to the CDC. Now, this number can greatly be reduced if more people had access to healthier food options. If people, if healthy food prices were reduced, we would see more people with ideal weights, according to Zane 2008. This means that we would have less people that are overweight, less people that are obese, and our overall nation will be a lot healthier. There are some people that will counter this argument and say that all these changes won't do anything and people will still buy the unhealthier foods. And I would like to say that if we make the unhealthier foods so expensive, it would be impossible for people to continue to afford these unhealthier options. This is why we need to reduce these prices of the healthier foods. To conclude my presentation today, I would like to just say that food that is healthy should be accessible to all. Today I've gone over the need for change, which includes just being healthy, getting those foods that are good calories, that are good proteins, that stick to our stomach and add a lot of nutrients to our bodies. I've discussed my plan of action, which is increasing the price of unhealthy food so we can decrease the price of healthy food options. I've also gone over the benefits of change, which is our overall health as a nation. Our overall health will be greater, obesity rates will be reduced. The plan of action now is to stop buying unhealthy food. If we stop buying unhealthy food and start purchasing healthier food options, we can show these companies that we are serious about our bodies, we're serious about our health, and we want to implement a change. The most important thing is to just educate yourself on the importance of eating healthy and the importance of reading those labels to make sure that you are able to do so. Thank you for listening.